storm did not erase me. The fear could not command me to stop. The battlefield left its scars on my heart, but it also taught me how you hold me up. I walked through nights that felt endless, where silence filled the room like rain. Yet even in the quiet trembling, your whisper kept calling my name. I have seen your hand behind me, across the miles I've walked in pain. Every valley became a memory of mercy written through the rain. When my strength was almost gone, your faithfulness stayed strong. I'm still standing in your care, breathing proof that you were there through every shadow, every prayer. You never left me unaware. I'm still singing in the night, held within your endless light. I didn't win by power or might. I'm still standing in your care. I remember doors you opened, when every path was closing in. You turned the pages of my story and called the broken chapters begin again. You carried my weary family, you guarded the work of my hands, you sheltered the dreams I surrendered, and rebuilt what I couldn't plan. You watched over hidden battles, the tears no one else could see. While I was learning how to worship, you were fighting quietly for me, even when I could not see. You were surrounding me. Oh, I'm still standing in your care, breathing proof that you were there through every shadow, every prayer. You never left me unaware. I'm still singing in the night, held within your endless light. I didn't win by power or might. I'm still standing in your care. This desert did not destroy me, it became the place you provide. Water rising from the dry ground, hope awakening inside. Every trial shaped my worship, every tear became a seed. Now I see the quiet harvest of your love, meeting my need. You lift the tired and the broken, you steady the trembling soul. You restore what life has stolen, you make the shattered whole. The future is not a question, it rests within your hands. The one who carried me this far This is more than I can bear. Grace has met me everywhere. I'm still standing in your care. I'm still standing, still believing, still receiving what you've prepared. All my life will testify. I'm still standing in your care. You never stopped watching over me. You never stopped holding my life. And as long as I am breathing, my heart will worship Christ. I'm still standing in your care. You never stopped watching over me. You never stopped holding my life. And as long as I am breathing, my heart will worship Christ. I'm still standing. When the weight inside my chest feels heavier than breath, when silence fills the room like unanswered prayers, when the sky above looks closed and distant, and time moves slower than my hope can bear, when the waves keep rising without warning, and the shoreline disappears from sight, when my strength feels small and fading, and fear whispers through the night. I don't always understand your timing. I don't always see the reason why, but somewhere deeper than my questions lives a faith that will not die. So even in the waiting, even in the unknown, my heart keeps leaning toward you. My soul remembers home. I believe in you. Even when the road is dim, I look to you and place my hope in Him. You are closer than my breathing, nearer than my fear. When the night surrounds my world, you are still right here. When anxiety fills the quiet spaces, and tomorrow feels too far away, when the echo of my worries tries to steal my strength to pray, you remind me in the stillness that my pain has never been unseen. Every tear that falls in secret is collected in between. You have never turned your face away, never stepped outside my storm. Even when my faith feels fragile, your presence keeps me warm. This season has has a purpose. This valley has an end. What feels like endless breaking is where new life begins. You are caring for me, even when I cannot see. You are holding every moment, every hidden need. I can rest inside your promise, lay my burdens down in the middle of the chaos. Your peace surrounds. Teach my heart to trust the silence. Teach my soul to wait in peace. When I cannot see the outcome, let my striving gently cease. You are writing hidden chapters, far beyond what I can know. Every delay carries mercy, every no protects my soul. I don't need to know the future, I don't need to understand. All I need is just the comfort of your steady hand. You stand beside my weakness, you sit with every tear. You never rush my healing, you never leave my fear. And the story isn't finished, even when the night feels long. You are quietly preparing a morning filled with song. You care for me, you care for me. I will rest in peace. You care for me, you care for me. My heart believes. I receive your gentle mercy, I receive your quiet grace, I receive your loving presence, filling every space. So tonight I choose surrender, not because the storm is gone, but because I know my Savior has been with me all along. I am safe inside your promise, I am held inside your light. And I know beyond the darkness, you are holding me tonight. I remember nights that felt like endless rain, tears falling quietly, calling out your name. Battles left their scars upon my soul, yet somehow, Lord, you never let me go. Mountains rose like giants in my way, fear would whisper I would surely break. Still your voice was steady in the storm, saying, child, you're never on your own. Through the silence, through the pain, through every loss and every gain, you were writing mercy on my days. I am not alone in this fight. looking back, I see your faithful hand, turning broken places into promised land. Every trial shaped the heart in me, every tear became a testimony. When my strength was barely holding on, you became the courage of my song. When the answers felt so far away, you were closer than my breath could say. Oh, every valley, every flame, every season spoke your name. Grace was stronger than my fear. I am not alone in this fight. You have held me through the darkest night. Oh, even when the road was long and steep, heaven stood awake while I tried to sleep. Oh, if the waters never part for me, oh, you will teach my feet to walk the sea. Oh, I will trust the love that carries me through every storm. You stayed with me. You were there in every hidden war, opening unseen doors before me. You were there when hope felt weak, speaking strength I could not see. You were there when I cried in silence, counting every falling tear, turning pain into a promise, whispering, I am here. Storms may rise and winds may roar, still your peace becomes my shore. I have seen your faithfulness in every wilderness. What could stand against your will? Even mountains must be still at the mention of your name. Every fear begins to fade. I am not alone in this fight. You have held me through the darkest night. Every moment you were by my side, faithful love I cannot deny. Oh, if the waters never part for me, you will teach my feet to walk the sea. To walk the sea. I will trust the love that carries me. Oh, through every storm you stay with me. Steady in your promises I stand, safe within the shelter of your hands. Time may pass and seasons change, but your love remains the same. Even when I cannot see the end, I will choose to trust again. Every breath belongs to you, every step you lead me through. I am not alone in this fight. You have held me through Through every tear you stayed, through every fear you stayed. Jesus, you stayed with me. I am safe, I am held, I am yours. There's never been a night so long that it could silence morning light. Even when the sky felt closed and heavy, hope was quietly rising in the dark. There's never been a burden so strong that your hands could not reach through. Every wall that stood before my future fell the moment I remembered you. When fear tried to rewrite my story, when doubt whispered this is the end, your mercy spoke a different future, and your presence called me friend. What I thought would be the ending was the place where grace began. You were working in the silence, holding every broken plan. There's a miracle still breathing inside my chest tonight, living proof of mercy flowing like a river full of life. From the cross where love was poured out, from the wounds that set me free, I am standing here forgiven. I am more than what I used to be. I am a miracle still breathing. I am held in faithful hands. What once felt impossible, now it's part of who I am. When the road disappeared before me and the future felt erased, you were writing unseen chapters full of undeserved grace. Every tear became a language, every prayer a rising flame. Heaven heard the quiet whisper when I barely spoke your name. You turned mourning into movement, turned my weakness into praise. What I thought would be my ending became the doorway into faith. Even in the hidden valleys, even in the longest fight, you were shaping resurrection from the shadows of the night. There's a miracle still breathing inside my chest tonight, living proof of mercy flowing like a river full of life. From the cross where love was poured out, from the wounds that set me free, I am standing here forgiven. I am more than what I used to be. I can feel the river rising, washing deserts into bloom. Where the drought had claimed my future, living water fills the room. Grace is moving through the silence. Hope is breaking through the storm. Every place I felt abandoned now feels like a holy home. What was meant to end my story became the reason that I sing. Every scar now tells a testimony of the faithfulness you bring. I am not the voice of failure. I am not the weight of shame. I am called and I am chosen. I am known and I am named. You have lifted every sentence that my past tried to declare. Now my future stands wide open because your love is there. There's a miracle still breathing inside my chest tonight, living proof of mercy flowing like a river full of life. From the cross where love was poured out, from the wounds that set me free, I am standing here forgiven. I am who you made me to be. I am a miracle still breathing, still held in grace and light, and the dawn you promised long ago is rising in my life. Morning broke across an empty shoreline, nets still heavy with the weight of nothing. Salt on my hands, silence in the wind. Another night where effort met the dark again. I counted hours by the sound of waves, watched hope fade into the gray horizon. Every promise felt so far away, and strength slipped quietly from my bones. I whispered, maybe this is where I end. Maybe the calling was a dream I borrowed. Maybe the fire is finally burned out. Maybe the sea has nothing left for me. You saw the moment I began surrendering, when tired hands released the rope of purpose. You saw the tears I tried to hide, falling quietly into the tide. You never turned your eyes away, even in the silence of my doubting. You stayed closer than my breath, watching every step I almost lost. You gathered every broken prayer, every sigh too deep for language, every fragile thought of quitting. You carried all of them to heaven, and through the stillness came your wisdom. understand the weight I carry. Nothing in me is a surprise. Every weakness known and loved. Even when the road feels endless, even when obedience feels costly, heaven counts each hidden step. Nothing done in faith is wasted. You collect the tears of perseverance. You treasure quiet acts of trust. And in the seasons that feel barren, you are planting unseen harvest. The night has passed, though you feel the darkness. The tide is turning, though you cannot see it. The hour is closer than you imagine. The dawn is already breaking. Take the gifts placed in your hands. Take the courage heaven breathed in you. Go back to the waters of calling. I will meet you in the deep. Who told you to surrender your purpose? Who told you the journey had ended? Return to the deep where grace runs wide. Return to the place where faith comes alive. Where doubt once stood, I will bring healing. Where silence lived, I will bring singing. Step back into the waves again. I am already waiting there. There is a time for every season, a time to wait and a time to rise. Even deserts have their endings. Even winters bow to spring. When strength feels thin and hope feels distant, when progress seems impossibly slow, heaven is working in hidden places, preparing roads you cannot know. You are not forgotten in the waiting. You are not unseen in the struggle. The one who called you to the waters still stands upon the shore. Lift your eyes toward the horizon. Listen for the voice of mercy. Step beyond the fear of yesterday. Grace is calling you forward. The sea of purpose is still open. The wind of spirit still is moving. Take one step in simple trust and watch the miracle unfold. Return to the deep waters again. Return to the place of beginning, where obedience meets the impossible and faith becomes provision. Where failure once spoke accusations, honor will rewrite the story. Step back into the waves again. Your calling has not changed. Return to the deep waters again. Return though your heart is trembling. I will meet you in the unknown and fill the nets of surrender. So I return with trembling hands. I return with quiet surrender. Back to the waters where you called my name. Back to the deep where you wait for me. I will trust the voice that leads me. I will trust